Welcome, welcome, guest.
All right. Hello, kids. How are you, children? I have not met very many of you, but I'm very happy to be here today, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, okay? I have a question, and you could just raise your hand since I can't hear you, and I want to know how many have you have seen Mr. Chickenhead before? Raise your hand if you have. Yes. That is really good. So you saw Mr. Chickenhead, and I think he told a story about birds, because guess what? Mr. Chickenhead likes birds a lot.
You are Mr. Chickenhead.
I am Mr. Chickenhead.
Yes, you are. You're a chickenhead.
Yep. And the first thing I want to do is I want to get to know you a little bit. And I'm hoping, if you don't mind, for Mr. Chickenhead, is to stand up next to your desk just for a minute and give me one of your best dance moves. Can you stand up and give me a dance move? There we go. I like it. Look at that. Good job, Caitlin, Sawyer. What's it, Hunter? That's awfully good. Isabella, I see that. I think that's called the floss. Sophie, everybody's doing so great. Thank you so much. Okay, you can sit back down now. I saw everything I wanted to see. You guys are really good. In fact, you are a much better. Okay, now once you're seated back, and now everybody make sure they're muted. All right, so let me tell you what I notice. Everybody looks great, but they dance different. And I think that's really special. I really do. Because what I see is that we're the same and we are different all at the same time. And I think that our differences make us unique. It's what makes things fun and special. And I have a chicken on my head all the time because I like birds so much. And it's because birds are all so different and unique. Everyone is special in their own way, and no two birds are the same. For instance, like if you look at Chicken, who's really handsome, and you look at Puzzled Penguin over here, do they look the same or do they look different? They look different, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And other birds, I don't have any birds here. Oh, wait. Who's this? Beak, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here, Beak. What did you say? I know you're different too. He says he's different than Puzzled Penguin and he's different than Chicken.
That's not a bird.
But Beak, why are you different? He says he's smaller than Puzzled Penguin. And he says he's blue. Do you think he's blue?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yes.
All right, Puzzled Penguin. Thanks for your input. All right. So, but what I think is really special is that it's not just birds that are the same and unique, right? Other kinds of animals, even people, are also very unique, and with everyone being different. Can you think of another kind of animal where there's different colors and different shapes and different sizes, different? Can you think of any kind of animal at all where that might be true, where they're all different? Okay, Caitlin, you raised your hand first. Can you give me an answer?
Hey, buddy.
Okay. If you said a fish, nod your head. You did said a fish, but you're right. Fish are different, and they're also the same, right? Fish have gills, all of them. They have eyes, but they're different colors, and they're different shapes, and they're different sizes. Okay, there's a fish right there. I didn't even see you. You go away. All right. So that reminds me of fish. And I like fish so much, I'm going to show you an example of being the same, but also being different. I'm going to disappear, but I'm going to come back in like 10 seconds.
Caitlin, you can unmute and tell me what you said, okay? Go ahead, do that quickly.
Wow. Caitlin, did you say something? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I wanted Caitlin to be able to answer because she raised her hand and you called on her. So she's going to unmute real quickly and say something about the animal you were talking about. Caitlin?
Okay.
It's
Okay, I
hard
can hear you,
to
Caitlin.
get feedback.
I can hear you, Caitlin. Oh, you're muted. Okay, so if you might have noticed, I'm no longer Chicken Head. Raise your hand if you could guess what my name is now. Warren and Caitlin again. I see some names. I see Sawyer. You want to guess my name? Okay, Warren, your hand was first up. Warren, tell me what my name is now.
Just one.
Fishman.
Yes, I'm Fish Head Man. Thank you very much. That's very good. And I wanted to say that I went from a bird to a fish just to show you that things could be kind of the same, but kind of different, but no less special what you are. And everybody should be who they are all the time and embrace what you are and that it's okay to be different. And with that said, we have a book that we want to read to you. It's one of my favorite books. It has fish in it, which is why I like it so much. So Mrs. Mattern, would you like to bring up the book that I'm going to read to the class with the fish in it?
Everybody give me thumbs up if you're able to see the book. Either on your screen or our big screen.
I like it. This book is called You Be You. And again, it's a very special book, and I'm very happy we get to read this together in class right now. Mrs. Mattern, can you turn the page, please? Let's see. Look at that. Look at all the fish. And I notice they're all different colors and they're all different shapes. And I see all the different words on here. We're not going to read all these words. We're going to get right to the story. But if you notice, there's special messages. Accept others. Be mindful. Take your time. It's okay to wiggle and to twist. But I think what's most important is be yourself. I like that one a lot. Okay, Mrs. Mattern, turn the page, please. This story is about Adri the fish. Adri bounced. He glided. The expression on his face was pure joy. He had been out all day exploring, and now he was swimming home. As he made his way through the ocean waves, he couldn't help but notice that some fish swim left. Some fish swim right. Look at all the fish. Some fish swim in a circle, and some fish swim in a line. Some fish swim up, and some fish swim down. Some fish swim loud, and some fish swim quiet. Some fish are colorful, and some fish are plain. Some fish look different, and some fish look the same. Some fish are big, and some fish are tiny. Look at that, big fish and little fish. Some fish are smooth, and some fish are spiny. Some fish swim high, and some fish swim low. Some fish swim together, and some fish swim alone. Some fish are red, and some fish are blue. Some fish swim in the sunshine, and some fish by the moon. Mama and Papa beamed when Adri arrived. He was excited to tell them what he had discovered in his travels. Mama and Papa listened eagerly as he told them about all the fish that he saw. There are so many of us, Adri said. We all have something special that only we can share. Papa agreed. We could learn so much from each other, he smiled. There are millions of fish in the deep blue sea. That's what makes the world so colorful and beautiful. Life is a grand journey, Adri, Mama said. You be you. Swim! Now, raise your hand if you think this is a good book. I think it's a really good book. It shows us that every living thing has something special to share, doesn't it? I see some hand raised up. What do you think this book is about besides oceans and fish? Raise your hand. Okay, who should we call on, Mrs. Mattern?
Oh, let's go ahead, Sophie, turn on your microphone.
I think the book is about don't care about what people say, just be yourself.
That is really, really good. I can, Mr. Fishhead or Mr. Chickenhead could not have said that better. So thank you for that, Sophie. Anybody else?
Mateo. Turn on your microphone, please. I see Mateo.
Whose turn is it?
It's Mateo's turn. Mateo, will you tell me and then I'll tell Mr. Fishhead?
That's a good idea.
He was thinking about different shapes and how different.
Very good, huh? It's okay. It's the important message that it's okay to be different, huh? Different is fun. How boring would it be if everybody and all the fish and all the birds and everything else were just the same? That would be boring and not very special at all. It's so much more special when everybody's himself and everybody is different. And we embrace that. We embrace our differences and what makes us unique and special. Anybody else want to say and have a turn to say something?
I think Emma would like to say something.
Okay.
The book was also about being different.
That's right. It is about being different and shows you that being different is a very, very good thing.
And with all different patterns.
All the different patterns, right. And I think maybe in the next couple of days, Mrs. Mattern will have some kind of like art to do? Will you be able to express that? You'll be able to show yourself and everybody, and I will even see what you create that makes with the different patterns and how you can make your own fish. Is it a fish, Mrs. Smattern? It's a
It
rock.
is. I'll show you.
Okay.
To get started on this, and as we talked about, I'm lucky enough to talk to Mr. Fishhead often, and he
Cool.
thought it would be great if you could create something based on this book. So thank you for that idea, Mr. Fishhead.
I would like that so much. I can't wait to see what you all come up with. So thank you very much. So I'm glad I got to share this story with you. It's time for me to go. I do hope that I get to see you all again someday. And I just want to leave you with the message that beauty is all around us. If we only stop and observe and listen, and we'll see that we are all connected, okay? And the most important thing is just remember, it's okay to always be yourself, okay? Thank you so much for spending time with me, everybody.
Mr. Chickenhead?
Mr.
Yeah.
Fishhead, just a moment. Everyone turn off, or go ahead and turn off your microphones for a moment. And if someone is wanting to say thank you to Mr. Fishman Chickenhead in a special way, you may. But Mr. Fishman Chickenhead, I'm a little confused, not sure which name to use today. Could you, here we go. I wanted to get you on screen so we could all say thank you and wave to you. Okay, ready? Thank
you. Thank you, Mr. Chickenhead. Mr. Chickenhead.
Okay.
Thank you so much. This was so fun. I hope I get to